What up, mother suckers? Jericho Green hanging out. What's going on? Episode 1. Now, this is the real one because this is the first one on the Stop the Fuckery channel. There's no more of this on Jericho Green's channel, and then we take it over to Stop the Fuckery. No, it's got its own channel. Actually, it needed its own space. So that's where it's at right now. This is the first episode that is going live on the STF1 channel. As you guys know, I don't do this shit alone. I needed some help. It's too much for me to handle on my own. So I brought in one of the best in the game. You know him. You love him. GION. What up, man?
Do you really love me like you say you do?
If I say it, I mean it. That's one thing I learned having kids. If you don't mean that shit, don't say it. Don't.
Yeah. So we are
into
his house, man. I'm
That's
ready.
Right. In our own house. Stop the Fuckery. The channel is going down almost 300 subscribers. So if you're not subscribed yet, make that shit happen. Captain. It's very easy. There's a button on there that says subscribe, and then you go over to it and click jigs. That's it.
Right.
Could make it any easier if we wanted to. So make sure you guys also hit the thumbs up. Tell the algorithm what we want. How you been, Jay?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, man, I've been good, actually. I've been really, really productive, which is great. Busy, definitely busy, but you know, despite living in the reality that we unfortunately do, I've seen a lot of positives in my life happen recently, and I want to keep that. Rolling. And this is one of them. I'm actually excited to be on our new channel. You know, officially. This is giving me new life, just a new breath. Do you like how we have on our thumbnail a happy white family?
Of course. What else makes people happy than happy white people?
Like they're not, you know what I mean? It's not like an Asian guy and like an Indian girl and you know, like an adopted African child. Like no,
just stop. That's too much of a good thing if that's possible. Natural, organic diversity is great. Love it. People just get together. They get to, you know what people do when they get together. They make their babies or whatever. That's fine. Or even if it's organic homogeny, if that's a word.
Yeah.
Whatever. As long as it's organic and natural. Don't force shit. Don't give me the, like you said, the Asian dad and the Indian mom and the African kid and the Venezuelan sister, and even the dog is more than one color. I don't like that shit. Just let it. Even though myself, my wife and I'm in an interracial relationship. My wife is white. I don't even like to see fucking forced like interracial couples. Interracial couples are about 10%, 10 to 12% of the relationship population, or marriage, I should say. About 10% of married couples. Cool. It's whatever. I don't even want to see a bunch of that. Don't force shit. All right, just let it happen naturally. But yeah, just a happy, regular family that happens to be white
on vacation.
Yeah, on vacation, having a good time. You're the best times. Your parents are even nicer on vacations. You can get away with more on a vacation. They're more likely to say yes. They haven't changed. You haven't changed. It's just what? Location, location, location. So everybody's in a better mood. Stay up later, eat more shit. Adults included. You know, everybody eats like shit on vacation because somehow we think, I don't know, our bodies are different when we're in a different area code or state or country, but everybody eats like shit on vacation. And if you don't eat like shit, if you're like, actually 3 days a week, even when I'm on vacation, shut the fuck up. It's vacation. Have a good time. Worry about that bullshit when you get
home. Absolutely, mate. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean, Brev. Oh, this dude I saw, I don't know how long ago it was, recently, and every other word was brev. It's these two black British dudes. Brev, and all brev. It was like, fuck, did you say any other words? Or you just said brev?
They'd be like, yeah, bro. Like, no, that's not it.
Actually, or Brev. Yeah, Brev.
Yeah. Yeah, man, for you, bro. Man.
Brev. Yeah, Brev. So
Oh
I've
god.
always wondered this. What the fuck do you call Black British people? You call them African British? British
That's
Africans?
the
'Cause
thing.
they're not African
I think
American.
that's only here, man. I really think that's only here because I've seen where they've been called African American and they're like, I'm no African, like, you know,
But
or
they
whatever.
aren't they? Because they're closer to their African lineage than we are.
Well, African American, I guess I should say, is what they say that they're not. But that's such a, I don't know, a repetitive, I guess, term. So that they
So
kind of just say that anywhere. That's how they kind of address anyone who's not strictly from Africa.
but they're black. Is that how they refer to them over there?
Yeah.
Because I would think it's something like America. You know, black folks somehow made it over there, whether it be they were there already or via ship. They got there. So I guess they would be called black. I guess we're the only ones who use that bullshit separatist, whatever American, African American, Mexican American. I don't know why we do that stupid shit. And we're called the United States of America, but we're steady, hyphenating shit. I can't stand that. So I guess black folks in Britain are just called black folks.
Yeah, I think so.
Even though, like, are there? I don't know. This might sound really stupid, but I don't give a fuck because this is a safe space. But so, are there enough people in Britain like there are in America where if they keep banging each other, they're just making black folks? Because from when I usually see somebody talking who's from Britain, like their parents are Nigerian or something. You know what I mean? Like their parents are usually African.
Right. I think it's one of the two. I think they're either just called like black or what they are. They kind of just say what they are. Like Idris Elba is, I think he kind of considers himself like African or something like that, but he's from the UK.
Yeah, but are there black folks, like no matter how they got there, they're in the UK and they just bang, 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 keep banging black folks. So then you're making British black folks, just like in America.
Yeah.
Black folks, bang, 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 bang. Then you're making black Americans.
And you're making niggles.
Making niggles. You know
what?
You know what? I just call them all brev.
You know
call
what I
them
mean?
brevs, mate. They're all brevs.
Yeah,
that's another one. None of mine are fam. Hey, fam, brev.
Oh yeah, fam and bruv. Like, no,
dude,
fam. You know
all
what
that
I mean,
shit,
fam?
all the words and phrases that young people use just make me fucking angry. I can't say it. Brev, fam. Over here it's bro.
Yeah,
bro, not bro.
Every other word.
To my daughter the other day, we were somewhere. Oh, we were trick or treating. And she was like, "Did you see that, bro?" And I was like, "Don't you ever call me bro." Like you say that shit for your little friends. I am not your bro. Don't talk to me like that, bro.
Oh shit.
Bro. Even if she says it to her friends around me, I don't want to hear that shit. It just makes me mad.
Yeah, that's one of my least favorite words of all time.
Or people say pause. Like shut the. You don't just fucking say pause. That's dumb. Can't stand that shit. Yo, I was hanging out with my friend, with my buddy, pause, or some bullshit. Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I always feel like, oh, I didn't know I had to address this shit when I was speaking.
Pause. Pause for what? Why you keep saying that, you fucking idiot?
Sorry, I don't pause mid sentence when I'm speaking.
Yeah, you fucking weirdo.
None of mine are said, bro.
Yeah, but bro.
So you imagine starting a conversation like that? Bro, bro.
No, I'm done. I'm done listening to the sentence.
Yeah, it's over.
I'm done. Once you hit me with two bruvs, bruv, fam, bruv.
Not even one bruv, just two bruvs.
Oh, I can't. But the fam counts too. I can't stand that one either. Fam. Hey, fam. Oh, bruv, fam. Ugh.
I didn't know we were related. Yeah, fam. Yeah, bro.
You black Brits. Shut the fuck up.
Dude, no matter what your ethnicity
Fucking
is, they all sound the same too.
fuck.
All of them.
Shut up. Can we do that? Can you just shut
Oh my god, guys, we're gonna try quiet. That's what we're gonna try
we're gonna
today.
try Silencio. Shut that hole under your nose now.
That big
Right
asshole.
Shut it right now.
So, you guys, the topic today is vacation. Now, if you've been following STF so far, you know we did something similar, only it wasn't. It was travel, but this is vacations. There's a big difference because vacations can be, well, really anything. You don't really have to travel to have a vacation, technically. But this is going to be juicy. I like it. There's going to be some fuckery. There's going to be some probably lighthearted stories or this and that. So I say, let's just enjoy ourselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah, buckle up.
Yeah. Enjoy the ride.
Buckle up. I mean, we're just going to give you the tip right now. Just the tip.
Yeah.
That's it. That's how it starts. All right, here we go. Story number 1. Stop the fuckery. Episode 1. Vacation. Damn.
Vacation.
Wife. Oh, yeah. I heard about this. Wife and 2 sons of man found dead on family vacation, charged in connection to his murder. I'm sorry you got to see this fucking cackling bitch's face. Some people say might say that's a slappable face. I don't know. You be the judge. 2 brothers who asked for donations to support their futures following the death of their dad in 2021 were arrested along with their mother last week in connection to their father's murder. The 3 family members were arrested last Wednesday in connection to the stabbing death of David Rainey, whose body was found submerged in a canal in Suwannee, Florida, where the family had been vacationing at the time, the Dixie County Sheriff's Office announced Friday. Dixie County? Boy, you better keep driving. Don't you stop in Dixie County. Rainey's wife, Cindy, reported her husband of 21 years missing on the morning of July 25th, 2021, and said he hadn't returned to the rental house they were staying after leaving the night before, according to the sheriff. She told deputies that she and her husband had gotten to an argument the evening before, and he walked out of the vacation rental without his glasses, wallet, or phone, because we all do that, no matter how mad you get. You always want to be blind with no money and no communication. Following an extensive search of the area, sheriff's deputies found Rainey's body in the canal behind the backyard of the rental on the same day he was reported missing. Holy shit. Fucking make it easy for him, why don't you? Rainey, 52, had several stab wounds to the chest and was dumped in the waterway following his death, according to the sheriff. His death was ruled a homicide, and the case stood still with no arrest for more than 2 years until last week. Cindy Rainey, along with the couple's son, Bailey Rainey, and Jack Rayleigh, excuse me, why am I saying Rainey? Rayleigh. Cindy, Rayleigh. Yeah, it is Rainey and Rayleigh. Yeah, I'm not tripping. What the fuck? What? Rayleigh. Why do they got different names? Okay, I'm just reading what's in front of me. Couple's son, Bailey Rayleigh, well, he had a tough time in school, and Jack Rayleigh were each arrested and charged with tampering with evidence on October 25th. Cindy and Bailey were arrested in Buno, and Jack was arrested in Orlando by deputies who traveled to each city. All 3 are being held without bond. The sheriff has not revealed whether any of the 3 are suspects in the actual stabbing murder of Rainey, not Rayleigh, Rainey.
Oh my God!
Right here,
that dude
Jack
looks
Rainey.
like what's his name? Jack Harlow, dude. Jack Rainey looks like Jack Harlow.
Oh, I didn't know he fell out that bad from the music
scene.
Fuck.
That's unfortunate. He looks like Jack Harlow if he didn't make it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. This dude looks like he's not going to put up any fight when they try to get up in his butthole in prison.
He looks like a former Disney child star.
Yeah, who got found with a dead body and drugs. Yeah, they get all up in his stinker in the booty house.
He has dead rats in his.
That's how he started with animals.
He has dead rats as pets, dude.
Yeah, he's a fucking weirdo. But look, up there says Rayleigh. But here it's Rainey. Like, this is the New York Post. Who the fuck is editing this and proofreading this shit? And she just looks fucking, hell, fuck, I did it.
Yeah, all of them did it.
Yeah, they look guilty as fuck. The news of the family members' arrest comes after the family launched a GoFundMe campaign asking for donations for Rainey's 2 boys' future in lieu of flowers immediately after his murder. The campaign raised $475 from 6 donors. Rainey's obituary simply states that he passed away unexpectedly. The dad was born in California, but was living with his family in Palm Coast, Florida at the time of his death. He worked as a welder and mechanic for Ethos Energy and traveled all over the U.S. and the world for his work, according to his obituary. The family of 4 and a family friend had rented the house in Suwannee for a getaway when Rainey was killed. Fucking bastards, man. That's like the shit. When you see shit like that, as a father, you're just like, you know, I'm sure he had no idea his family was going to do him dirty. He had no idea. He's just living his life on vacation. I just took you bastards on vacation, and you're going to shank me and throw me in the damn canal? And they said, the story said it was right behind the rental house. Like, come on, you fucking idiots. You're going to kill the dude and dump him right behind the house. So the cops are going to immediately think, you guys didn't hear anything? You didn't hear this guy getting stabbed to death? Do you know what it's like for somebody to get stabbed? And they stabbed him in the chest. They didn't cut his throat or nothing like that, so he couldn't scream. I'm sure when they stabbed him, this dude screamed out in horrible pain. And they dump him right behind the fucking house. You 3 dumbasses. Like, if and when it's proven that they did kill this dude, throw the book at him. Throw several books at him. Like, you fucking assholes. And it doesn't matter at this point. Now, if it was the woman who killed him and he was like this crazy, abusive, drunk asshole or whatever, that's one thing. But those kids are grown. So your daddy's not beating up the kids and being a monster. These are grown-ass kids that he brought on vacation with them. You fucking bastards. There's tons of fuckery in that story. Your own family killed you on vacation. That is totally fucked up.
Man.
And it's Florida, so maybe we can get them electrocuted or something like that, but they need to go in the worst way.
All of them. And then the Jack Harlow guy, we just need to burn his albums. Because I know he's got
Carlos,
some mixtapes.
But no, fuck that.
It always is more devastating and more of I think a shocker when you see people that kill their own family members. That is really insane to me, because if you've ever lost a family member, the realization that you're never gonna have them back physically is it's definitely a strong emotion to feel that loss. And so when you're looking at a situation like this, you have to only wonder what type of possible dysfunction did they have, or each individual have, that you went to the lengths to literally erase a family member off the face of the earth physically, and then, like, as if there's no consequences to that. So not only is that person gone and never coming back again, but then your life is ruined forever. So there's no win out of this. I mean, if you were to kill somebody you have no connection to, that's a little bit different. You know, the serial killers did it all the time, but that is like a whole nother level of crazy to me when you start to enter that realm of family members and stuff like this. So that's already a big thing, is what kind of possible dysfunction do they have. Then when you look at the mug shots of these kids too, and even the wife, you're just like, yeah, they did that shit for sure.
Of course they did.
Yeah,
I don't doubt that for one second.
Yeah. You know, really, the story, the segment ends there. They did it. Next. That's pretty much how that goes.
Yeah, I know. We have due process and shit in this country, but sometimes.
Well, let me tell you the process that they deserve. They deserve to be ranged up by the neck, because they literally took somebody's life who, I mean, for literally no reason. It's like they did it all in unison. Like, can you imagine your family? I mean, I can understand your family members teaming up against you and like Monopoly or you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I feel like Candyland or some shit. But death, just like, all right, so you get the
bro.
poison, you get the like, nah, man, that's insanity at its finest right there.
Dude,
Insanity.
they like snuck up behind him or were like, oh, dad, come here. What's that over there? And just totally shady fucking pieces of
Yeah.
shit. His own sons and his wife. Like, bro, who are you supposed to trust in this world? That's why family, that shit's titles. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Mom, dad, whatever. Those are titles. People got to earn that shit. And not saying
Yeah.
that I'm not saying that your family can't be super loyal to you and be what they're supposed to be, but no matter who it is, that title has to be earned.
Yeah.
Just because they have a certain title doesn't mean they're entitled to certain things or should be allowed to act in a certain way. And if you do something like a wife and her kids killing their father on some bullshit for what, insurance money or some shit or whatever the fuck, something stupid, no, that should carry a heavier penalty. Just like the, what they call enhancements. And they got them like stupid ass fucking hate crime, whatever that bullshit means. There should be some kind of like family crime that you get extra time or extra punishment for turning on your family like that. I'm not saying that the family can't deserve it. Your family, nobody can hurt you more than family because they're closest to you. But especially when those kind of people do shit like that to you, there should be something extra because I trusted you, son of a bitch. You did me like that. I took you to Florida, took you to the sunshine, is that the Sunshine State? Yeah, that's Florida. I took you to the Sunshine State. This is how you repay me? You fucking ingrates and you bitch. 21 years in the game and you fucking have me stabbed and tossed behind the backyard of a rental like trash? You whore. You
Yeah.
will
I'll
be
come back
shrinking.
and haunt you.
Yeah, you'll be swinging from a strong branch if I have anything to fucking say about it. You wench. How dare
you
you?
win.
I trusted you. That kills
Yeah.
me, dude. Maybe that's the Scorpio in me, but man,
You
people.
bloody wench, you bloody Nigel, or niggle, not Nigel, because that's Nigel, but niggle, and then you bloody also.
Yeah, you're being a real knob cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, yo, you deserve I fucking trusted you. It's supposed to be us, we're supposed to be back to back against the world. And you fucking turn on me like that, killed by our fucking children.
Ew,
Yeah, man, they
gross.
need to be fucking stretched, boiled, hung, shot, electrocuted, poisoned, all that shit. That's just fucking
Yeah.
disgusting.
Yeah, they're not long for this world after that. That's crazy.
Piece of shit. And let him do it. Or, I mean, not him, but like
Right.
his family. Like, we'll do it. Don't worry about us.
Then
Save the state a lot of money. A lot of money.
the
All right.
miser says they were hoping the meth gators would find the body before the police.
Yeah. Fuck, man, they found it. We threw it over there. The fucking gators are. Did you throw the methamphetamine? You throw the methamphetamine and chicken in that water like I told you to? Oh, I forgot, mama.
Goddamn some bitch. I told you get the gator.
Fuck, man. Supposed to put the meth chicken in there to bring the gator and they fucking ate your father. Now we're going to prison, you dumbass. I'm sorry,
dumb asshole.
I'm sorry, mama. Fucking idiot.
Dude, you can't kill without getting caught. You some bitch.
That teach you nothing? Damn it. Sorry, mama.
Oh Lord.
That's all right. You always
These
been
people.
a little simple. Fucking shit. All right, what's happening here? I'm already pissed at the squatter. I hate squatters. Here we go. Yosemite squatter who took over vacation home gets 5 years in prison. Good. Oh, happy day. A man who broke into a vacation home in Yosemite National Park and lived there for months has been sentenced to more than 5 years in prison, according to a press release issued by the U.S. Attorney's Office. During the summer of 2021, 29-year-old Devin Michael Sweller illegally entered a queller. It's Sweller. It's pretty gross if it is. Entered a residence on Coon Holler Road in the Wawona area of the national park. He was also in possession of a sawed-off shotgun and ammunition while at the property, according to court documents. Sweller squatted there for months, damaging the residence and stealing items including a toolbox, some tools, a flat-screen TV, and wrought iron candle holders, according to news reports. That's a fucking tweaker right there. Come on, that's a tweaker. Sweller
Tweaker, no
what?
tweaking.
Oh yeah, he was fucking up for. He's probably up the whole time he was there. Sweller had previously been convicted of carjacking and possessing controlled substances for sale and was prohibited from possessing firearms and ammunition, according to the U.S. Attorney's Office. The National Park Service and other agencies carried out the investigation, and a federal judge sentenced Sweller on Monday to 5 years and 3 months in prison. There's a long history of visitors outstaying their welcome in Yosemite National Park, but many of them live outdoors and in and around historic Camp 4. The most famous person to squat in Yosemite, Chongo Chuck, resided in the park for over a decade. He was evicted by rangers in 2005. So Yosemite is in California. It's up north.
Now, isn't Yosemite federal land? Isn't that a federal?
I believe so, because it was a federal judge that convicted him. So yeah,
yeah. So I mean, no wonder he got 5 years then. I mean, technically would be a federal crime then.
Yeah. But
yeah,
obviously he was a tweaker, carjacking, possession of, controlled substance for distribution. He was a tweaker piece of shit. And for him it's one thing, it's bad enough for you to squat in there and stay somewhere you're not supposed to, but then you're going to fucking destroy the place and you're going to steal shit. Like, come on, man, you're a fucking asshole. Yeah. Like 5 years, man. Why are you going to put that dude in prison and make us pay for him to be there, feed him and give him medical care and all that bullshit? He'll probably become a better criminal, talking to other criminals like, oh no, man, there's this law, and as long as you do this, they can't make you leave. Some bullshit like that. Why give him 5 years at convict university? Make that motherfucker. You know what? Since California has such a problem with wildfires, put those fuckers on a fire crew and have them clear all the underbrush and shit. Like, make him work, break his back for summer. You know how hot it gets up in Yosemite National Park? It gets hot as fuck. It gets over 100 degrees. Put that son of a bitch and anybody like him, chain them together and make them clear the underbrush in the national forest. That'll do more to deter him from doing that shit again than putting him in fucking Club Fed for 5 years, where he can request fucking Twinkies once a month and have his feet rubbed or some shit. Fuck that. You need to be punished. That's how you deter people from doing shit. You need to punish them. Do something brutal to them. Make them fucking, you can have those big orange jugs of ice water out there like you see on the back of construction vehicles and shit to give them some water breaks. But other than that, motherfucker, you clearing brush for 3 months. Your back's going to hurt, your knees, your hands. And so you think about that next time you want to fuck up somebody's vacation home. Not send him to prison where he has commissary and he can eat hot Cheetos and won't miss any episodes of his favorite show, where he can binge watch shit in prison. Fuck that, man.
That's a good way to end that. Fuck that.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, I don't even have that much to say about it, other than, I mean, that's the normal conclusion of what should happen. Go to jail. You know what I mean? Like, we shouldn't even have to celebrate this. For every action, there's opposite and equal reaction, which is you were squatting, you were doing something you weren't doing, messing the place up. He was there for a while, and now it's like, all right, we have a new destination for you. Yeah. Literally, that was his vacation. We have a new vacation destination for you, which is a jail cell. Yep. So, yeah, I mean, enjoy. That's really all I can say about that.
And you know what? You should get another year just for being an asshole. Like, you're an asshole for doing that. Those people got to replace all that. Where they're going to sue you for the fucking pocket lint and the nickel and fucking quarter in your pocket? No. You need to pay for that, because those people got to replace all that shit you stole, and you probably fucked up their drywall and their paint job and the TV and all that. That's terrible, man. That's messed up. You should get punished extra just for being a dick, man. You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to destroy those people's shit like that. Like, why do people get away with stuff like that?
Well, I mean, I guess it depends on the judges, number one, but also number two, the color of their skin, and he just needs help He doesn't need to be,
Oh,
that type of
what
thing.
was his? Look at his upbringing. Well, obviously
Yeah.
something's wrong with his upbringing if he's smoking meth in somebody else's house in the Yosemite National Park. Yeah, no shit. But
Yeah.
that's ridiculous. But it's California, so guess what? Take that 5 years, cut it in half automatically, so it leaves us with 2.5. And of that 2.5 years left on his sentence to serve, half of that, only half of it will be served in prison. The other half will be served um, or he'll be released for the other half of that half, and he will be under the supervision of a parole officer who will probably have an overwhelming caseload already. So that's really what's going to happen. So this dude's looking at what, 2.5, cut in half to a year and a quarter. A year and a quarter. That's what you get for doing that shit. A year and a quarter of actual time served. Ridiculous.
Yeah. The whole damn thing was. But once again, I mean, enjoy your vacation.
Yeah. Or you can be free right now, but you have to walk the gauntlet of all these cops that showed up here, and they're going to take their belt off and wear your fucking ass out for 5 minutes. What do you want
Whoop
to
that ass.
What do you want to do?
Oh, that sounds like a good time.
I mean, welts. I mean, you fucking hit this motherfucker like Kunta Kinte. Yeah, Toby. Yeah, motherfucker. You're gonna beat your ass. You're gonna think about this.
Kunta
You're
Kinte.
gonna think about this. You're gonna be like Denzel Washington in Glory when they had to treat his wounds after he got whipped.
Mm.
He had like 1,000 lashings on him. Yeah, man, you're gonna get fucked up for that piece of shit.
That stings.
That's gonna leave a mark.
Yeah, a couple, a lot, many.
But you'll remember it. Next time you reach for that open window so you can slide inside somebody's house, you're gonna think about that. Ooh, was it worth it?
Let me work it. Put my thing down, flip it in. It
It's
ain't going to jail.
Whatever she fucking
Yeah.
said.
Some bullshit.
Whatever she
Yeah.
said. I'll go back. All right, cool. Here we go. Bat infestation turned Airbnb rental into house of horrors. Oh man, where they have a
This
bunch
sounds
of
fun.
guano.
Right in time. I mean, after Halloween, but
still spooky.
right. Imagine this though. Imagine this around that time. That'd be fun.
No. So it says a group of Airbnb guests have claimed that their joyful 50th high school reunion, so they're about 70 almost, party at a rental property in Michigan turned into a Halloween horror movie when they were attacked by a horde of bats. The distressed renters filed a civil complaint against Airbnb for having negligently allowed the bat-infested home to be advertised on the platform, according to a press release from Marco Law representing the plaintiffs. The lawsuit also names as defendants the owners of the bat-riddled property in the city of Alpena, nicknamed the Castle, and maintenance workers, accusing them of failing to ensure the residence was safe before it was put up for rent. Attorney John Marco described the situation as every renter's worst nightmare. What was supposed to be a fun vacation turned into a house of horrors for my clients, Marco said. No one expects to be attacked by a horde of bats. This played out a scene from a Halloween horror movie. The plaintiffs rented the house through Airbnb in late July 2023, and for the first 3 days of their stay, everything was fine. I would just like to lay down in bed and look up, see that shit. But on the third night, which fell on July 26, 2 of the guests stayed in the large turret room, were attacked by screeching sounds to find a dark shape flying about the bedroom. The women fled the room in terror into the hallway and slammed the door shut behind them. Initially, the renters believed it was just one stray bat that had somehow ended up in the bedroom, and they laughed off the spooky encounter. But soon they were horrified to discover an entire colony of Michigan brown bats flying or filling the hallway, according to the lawsuit. The women tried to run out of the house, but found the stairwell consumed with bats, the law firm claimed. Having their escape route cut off, the renters ran back into their bedrooms and barricaded inside using window sashes, pillows, and towels to cover the doors. But despite their best efforts, the bats were still able to invade their rooms through gaps in the baseboards. What the fuck? How big are these gaps? Some of the women were struck by flying bats. Others had the airborne mammals entangled in their hair, and at least one of the guests suffered bites. Oh, shit, according to the press release.
Yeah, vampires running around.
Good. Now they fucking probably, does that have garlic in it?
Such the blood, yes.
Yes. You can smell it. Unable to escape, the women tried to find refuge from the winged intruders by climbing beneath the covers, but the bats managed to burrow their way into the bedding. Oh, shit. It was not until the sun rose that the nocturnal animals finally retreated back to their hiding place in the attic. An exterminator who was swiftly called to the house found the attic coated with inches upon inches of bat guano, and the walls of the basement dripping with bat urine, suggesting that the massive bat colony has called the castle its home for several years. The unfortunate renters were then instructed to get vaccinated against rabies as a precaution after their close encounter with the bats. Airbnb didn't immediately respond to a request for comment on the lawsuit Tuesday. Oh, man. Wow. Well, the one who got bit, they're paid.
They're
paid.
This is crazy. This is a lot crazier than I thought it would be, because I'm thinking, they said they're like, oh yeah, it's just like one stray bat. They call this place the castle? Are we in Transylvania? Where the fuck are we right now? Because as somebody who's actually, look, I've used Airbnb a couple of times, and never have I decided I'm going to stay in a place called the castle that probably houses vampires. Okay. Anytime I get Airbnb, I'm getting a nice modern place. This is from start to finish. This is insane.
Yeah.
The bats, they say at the end, the bats have probably called this place home for decades or whatever. Yeah, and you probably got Dracula in that motherfucker in the basement somewhere.
Yep.
So what the hell is this? This is insane.
Bro. The person who got bit, it's a wrap.
Yeah. Yeah, they're getting, yeah. they're like, oh, you may have to get vaccinated for rabies. Are you serious right now?
No, they're paid.
At this point, I feel like the bats come with the house. Like you know what I mean? Like they're just like their pets. Like they're part of the aesthetic. You're gonna just see a couple of bats. I mean, no, they say this shit was dripping with bat urine and there was guano on the walls. That is insane. That's fucking crazy, dude. Oh my goodness.
Nah, fuck that. That's I mean, those people probably weren't able to sleep the rest of the night. And again, the one who got bit paid any kind of scratches or anything like that. Any way they can claim something that's immeasurable, like pain and suffering or damages. Trauma. Yeah, it's over. And the people had to know that there was a bat issue. I mean, you had to have fucking heard them, smelled them. If there's inches of bat shit and piss, it's dripping with piss, the ammonia smell, they had to know. They were probably, just fucking shady. Kept renting it out to people, and it finally came to a head, and fucking Count Dracula and all his homies were in there, and they're about to get fucking paid. And they're going to get torn apart in the damn, what is that? What's the rating system that everybody, Yelp.
Yep.
They're going to tear their ass up on Yelp and anything else, because that's what we do now. When we go to stay at a place we've never been before, we look at the reviews to check in with people who have been there, who stayed there. Never mind the pictures they show you in the pamphlets and all that shit, or their video clip on their website. These people stay there. They give you the real. And you know these people are going to be like, fuck that. The name of the place, the castle, that's already out there. I'm sure in the Michigan area, the castle's fucked until they can prove that they got rid of the fucking bat colony. And I looked it up. It can be from a few dozen to hundreds. You know, we've seen like in Texas, there's a certain part of Texas where they have these bridges and shit, and the bats come out and they just like block the sun. And maybe it wasn't that many, but more than one that like they originally thought it just got in through the window or some shit. Any more than that, it's a problem. It's a fucking
Dude,
problem.
Two bats they were trying to barricade themselves and stuff.
They kept into the floorboards. They're aggressive, entangled in their hair. You know, those women lost their fucking minds.
Oh, yeah.
Would fucking curl up in a ball and pass out if a
That's
fucking bat.
Yeah.
You don't even know. My wife would die.
Because I've seen From Dusk Till Dawn 1 and 2. The rest suck. I know what bats
Selma
do,
Hayek out of my hair. Like, wait. Selma Hayek. Wait.
Yeah.
But no, man.
Selma Hayek can come into my hair. I'll tell you that much, right? Me. Okay.
My wife and daughter would pass away if a fucking bat was tangled up in their hair, flying around. Holy shit. We would have to leave. There's no amount of, babe, we'll just wait till the morning. We'll sleep. No, we would have to leave. My wife would not be able to fucking rest. Oh my God. I mean, I think really if it was like a house, like there's a bunch of dudes who got together for like a bachelor party or some shit, we'll probably go to sleep after that. But women and crawly shit and no, hell no. Pack it up. We're gone. Right now, we're gone.
Thomas Bailey said, Nosferatu. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking
Can I have an Airbnb house where do you guys have any Nosferatus? Like we just want that for the aesthetic, you know what I mean?
Yeah, give me I want to stay in the Airbnb called Bella Lugosi. Fuck that shit. That's crazy. No, it's a wrap for the Airbnb. Sorry. You guys are fucking.
Yeah.
I'm siding with the people who were attacked by aggressive Michigan brown bats.
Yeah, you know what a vacation, right? What a miraculous, tremendous vacation that turned out to be for them.
If that case, and yeah, lawsuits go before juries. Could you imagine that case going in front of a jury? And the people hearing the story, you'd be like, oh, hell no, the castle and Airbnb? Man, shit. And if there's any women on that jury, which there would be, oh, hell no. That's their worst fucking nightmare.
It's a wrap.
Over. Judge, go ahead and bang that gavel. It's already over. But we haven't had opening arguments. It's over. It's over. Airbnb loses. Okay, the growing trend of horror movie inspired vacations. Okay.
Some people watch scary movies. Others take the show on the road.
I want to live it.
Yeah, I just want to. Don't you just want to die like horrifically?
I want to be in a psychopath's basement.
I want to be brutally murdered without being brutally murdered. You know what I mean? Jung.
Okay. Jung can kill you without killing you. That's what Jung does. Jung does fucking everything. Let's be honest.
Yeah, she's next level.
Next level. Growing up in a rural area outside of Dayton, Ohio, Connor Gossel says there wasn't much to do except create his own fun. His dad was a cinephile. What does that mean? With a large, he's into cinema. Okay, you gotta watch that file. Cinephile with a large film library that was noticeably lacking in horror films. So naturally, those were the ones I wanted to watch more than anything, he laughed. Waiting until his parents fell asleep, Gossel would sneak down to the basement to watch the few scary movies they did have, like Signs, The Village, and Sixth Sense. Oh, so he's a younger gentleman. It took Gossel years to finish the films. One of my parents would wake to the sounds every time, come downstairs, scold me, send me back to bed, and leave me on a perpetual cliffhanger, he recalls. Surrounded by cornfields and gifted with an active imagination, Gossel wasn't deterred. His love of fictional horror, as well as real life ghost stories from shows like Ghost Hunters, led him to pursue the supernatural with gusto. Gotta have gusto. Straight out of little cash. Crazy motherfucking name gusto. Eventually, Gossel realized he could bring these on screen experiences into his off screen life, renting out the historically Haunted Hill View Manor in Newcastle, PA, for an overnight experience with like minded friends. That night birthed Gossel's career as the haunted historian. Through his Instagram platform, television appearances, and podcasts, he's been exploring some of the scariest places on earth and helping the rest of us understand why we find horror and hauntings so fascinating. Gossel has tapped into a popular niche. Americans love a good scare. According to a 2021 TripAdvisor report, October 31st is the most popular day of the year to check into a hotel in the United States. Halloween in general is popular, so it's no surprise that many Americans tie their travel plans to their love of the weird and creepy. Gossel cites recent surveys by Barna and OnePoll that show an increasing openness to spiritual and supernatural experiences as driving the haunted travel industry as a whole, and says the number of haunted sites available to tourists has increased in recent years. Some tourists choose to visit actual haunted places like Hillview Manor, while others focus on the sites where popular horror movies were filmed, like Buffalo Bill's Lair from Silence of the Lambs. Art fuck me. Horror movies, in particular, seem to go hand in hand with travel. After all, taking a trip is usually involves some amount of venturing into the unknown and unfamiliar. There's an entire genre of horror movies that use the trope of travel gone wrong, says German filmmaker Uwe Boll, who is responsible for one of the worst movies I've ever seen. He's even managed to work those plot lines into some of his movies. For example, he explains in Blackwoods, Patrick Muldoon encounters the rustic charm of his girlfriend's parents in a quaint forest dwelling, setting the stage for a gripping struggle for survival. Rural country settings are often an ideal backdrop for cinematographic the fuck, how do you say that word? Horror. These quiet, desolate spots are perfect for a jump scare or maybe just the anticipation of one. In another film Bowl worked on, House of the Dead, a gaggle of teens find a zombie-infested house while exploring a dark forest. It resonates with everyone who has ever embarked on a camping adventure, Bowl says. He explains that movies like Sleepaway Camp and Friday the 13th strike a nerve with travel buffs because so many common outdoor experiences often go awry. It creates a sense of connection that adds an extra layer of enjoyment to the films. Case in point, the lake where Friday the 13th was filmed is a popular camping spot for that exact reason. While guests know that the movie is fiction, just being in that setting provides the adrenaline rush so many horror travel enthusiasts crave. Hotels are also popular spots to stop into the horror genre, perhaps because they are the sites of particularly vulnerable activities, sleep primarily, and have housed so many other guests. Jennifer Billick, a journalist and fortune teller, often bases her travels around movies that freak her out. One top spot on her list was the Stanley Hotel where The Shining was filmed. I had this little dream that I'd catch Stephen King's inspiration bug and suddenly churn out an amazing horror novel myself, she says. In addition to being a filming location, the hotel is purported to be truly haunted. When Billick and her friends stayed there, they chose one of the haunted rooms, of course. While inspiration didn't strike, adrenaline did. I had terrible nightmares, Billick says. And side note, Uwe Boll, he also directed this movie called In the Name of the King, starring Jason Statham, Ron Perlman, and a few other people. And that
was
movie,
him?
yeah, that's a
I
Uwe
didn't know
Boll
he
movie.
directed that.
That movie is fucking shit.
Well, all his movies. I don't think he's ever made a good movie. I remember House of the Dead, and I was young, and I liked that video game. So the video game doesn't really have much of a story, but somehow he still managed to butcher something that had no story. It was like, do you get do you make money
Do you
making
hate
these
me?
movies? Well, because I'm trying to think like, what are you making movies for? Because he's never made a good one. I don't recall one good movie he's ever made.
Yeah, I don't know any of his other movies, but I know In the Name of the King, and that movie is fucked up how bad it is. Because we were talking about this last night on the other show that I do, Double Impact with Sean and Gabe, where we talk about movies, usually action movies from the 80s, 90s, early 2000s. And yesterday we did a movie called No Retreat, No Surrender. Now, it was a low budget piece of shit. It was one of the worst movies I've ever laid eyes on. And I enjoy shitty movies. I'll sit there and watch a shitty movie I don't know why. I've seen a lot of them. This was by far one of the worst. But it's expectation. It was a low budget movie in 1985. So you don't expect much. But a movie like this, an Uwe Boll movie, big budget, big actors, Jason Statham, this is like 2006 or 7, something like that. So Jason Statham's huge, Ron Perlman. I can't remember the chick who, Kayla Fularni or some shit who played his wife. So you got big actor. Ray Liotta was in that movie. What's her name? Ray Liotta and Lily Sobieski. Like, you got all these recognizable faces, even if you don't know their name. If you saw their face, like, oh yeah, but you know, who the fuck doesn't know Jason Statham? But so yeah, big expectations. Famous director, A-list actors. This is going to be good. So when something like that falls flat, it's just more disappointing because you had the tools and you had the know-how and directors and all this shit to make a good movie. And not only was it not a good movie, it was fucking terrible. Oh man, that movie was bad.
Well,
But
Uwe Boll's not a famous director for a good reason. You know what
no,
I mean?
he's
Like,
like M. Night Shyamalan. He's
but
known
M.
for.
Night is better than him. M. Night has good movies, but Sixth Sense will forever be a classic. But Uwe
But
Boll,
then he made Last Airbender. So
yeah, that was terrible. But I mean, that's you could say, okay, he made Last Airbender, although I think he made a couple others that weren't good either. But Uwe Boll is famous for being terrible.
for
I
being
will
shitty.
say there is a movie that I forgot that he made that actually was really good. And even if you don't like the way it was shot, or you don't like an actor or whatever, this I've never seen a movie like it. Like it was really good. And that movie is called Rampage. I forgot the actor's name who's in it.
Not the one
Um,
with the Rock and that giant monkey.
no, that's terrible. This one is I'm not gonna spoil anything. Just Google it. Just Google Rampage Uibo or something like that. I think it came out in like '09, and I think there's two more movies after it, or one or two, which also were actually kind of good. But yeah, those were good. Those were enjoyable. But Uibo is awful. And um, regarding this story, is I just find it interesting that some people make this their vacations. They make like I mean it's cool. I think it's interesting because you get to kind of see how things are now, especially when we have a lot of these classics, like let's say Halloween, the Michael Myers house. That house still exists. I
Yeah.
mean, Michael Myers ain't there, but I'm just saying, like, some people are just so like, oh, this is where it was filmed and this is what it looks like now. And the way things are changing so much. I mean, I don't even know if I would call it really a vacation. I wouldn't consider that really a vacation thing to do, but I think that is an interesting hobby. There are a lot of people who do that,
Um,
cinema.
yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting that people would find this interesting, but I get it. There's all kinds of adrenaline junkies out there. Um, I would do it. I wouldn't be against especially a filming location like you said, Michael Myers. And actually, they used a William Shatner mask in the original Michael Myers. But I wouldn't mind going to that or Camp Crystal Lake or wherever they filmed Freddy. Some of those iconic slasher flicks or something like that, or The Shining, like it was in an article. That'd be cool. But I'm not very adventurous when it comes to shit like that. I'm not going to stay in like a fucking this is a hotel and everybody in here was murdered on Halloween night, 1946. I probably wouldn't stay there. But yeah, filming locations and shit like that'd be cool. But I totally understand it. I get it. People like shit like that, and it created, for this guy in the article, Gossel, it created an entire industry for him.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was cool. Susan S says, JG, you would stay the night on a haunting hill, like a hotel? Yeah, fuck it, I would. Why not? I don't believe in ghosts, so I'm sure it could be explained. But yeah, I would do it. Yeah, fuck it. Why not? But you ever see those? You've seen those things like those memes online where it's like, would you stay in this, this old insane asylum for $20 million overnight? Fuck yeah, I would.
Yeah.
You kidding me? I would.
You could be scared for 24 hours, but you're going to be rich for
Yeah,
the rest of the
I would stay there. You can. I don't care if the bitch from The Exorcism was throwing up on me all night. I don't give a fuck. For $20 million? Yeah.
Yeah. You
Book
can be like,
it.
Not bad.
Book it.
Like,
yeah,
did you eat an omelet this morning?
That's definitely scrambled egg.
Yeah.
No,
but this is like huevos con chile. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Susan S says Ty Diggs barely made it out. Who's that? Is that somebody who goes to like haunted places and shit?
Ty Diggs or Tay Diggs?
Tay Diggs, the actor. I know who that is. I know who Tay Diggs is.
Yeah, Tay Diggs barely made it out.
Yeah. But yeah, man, that kind of shit doesn't scare me. But I totally get the industry and how people want to do it. That's great. Good for them.
None the Miser. Which 13 Ghosts are you talking about? Because I think there's an old one and then there's like a remake.
No, there's one from like 2001, right? And Rod Digger, who's in Busta Rhymes Flip Mode Squad. She was in that. Who was the dad? Was it the guy who played Monk? Was he the dad?
Tony Shalhoub or something?
Yeah, Monk. Yeah, Tony Shalhoub. Yeah. His daughter.
Dude, that movie was good.
I would say it was. At the time, it was a trip. It was a lot of cutting edge shit. I remember one of the people getting cut in half in their glasses because you got to wear glasses to see those, and the glasses like fall off because they got cut. And the dude from
Matthew Lillard.
Yeah, Matthew Lillard from Scream. He was in that. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah, 13 Ghosts was cool.
Yeah, like I thought. I mean, I don't think I saw the original, like the old one, but how they flipped it and made it modern. Because at the time, I mean, if we look back now and watch it, we go, oh, like okay, it's not scary no more. You can tell the special effects and the makeup and stuff is definitely around that era. But at the time, 13 Ghosts was
crazy.
Dope. Yeah, that was dope. There's a lot going on in that movie. That was wild.
And Shannon Elizabeth, that's her name from American Pie.
Yeah.
She was in there.
Yeah. And I thought that house was a real house. I was like, oh, that'd be dope if there was like really a house made out of glass. You know what I mean? It had but it was a set piece. But I bring that up to say things like that always make me wonder too. When you find out some of these places and these films are just set pieces, they're not actually real locations, is also pretty much like a trip. So I think that makes it a little more engaging and fulfilling too, to see that some of these places actually are real and you can go there and they have a lot of history to them. They become landmarks. So, I mean, that's dope. But I don't know about having a quote unquote vacation, staying at some of these those places, because that's the only allure that they do have to them is a movie attachment.
Yeah, I think those are cool, man. Seeing, I do that sometimes. I see videos on film location from movies and shit like that, or TV shows. Yeah. Or like some of the famous houses and stuff that we watched in sitcoms growing up and shit, like up for sale and shit like that. But that must be annoying as hell. Like if you live in the Goonies house or some shit, people coming by.
Yeah.
Fucking taking pictures in your yard and shit.
Yeah. That's where Sloth fell right there.
Yeah.
That's when he was like, hey, you guys,
take my picture. This is where he rode his bike down the hill. Get the fuck out of here.
You little turds.
Got my babies in here, motherfucker. Get out of here. You live in like, the Golden Girl house or some shit. Like people are all to this day. I know if I was near there, and actually that house is in California. The actual house they used to show the front of in the show. But if I was near there, I'd fucking go by. If I was near one of these filming locations, hell yeah, why not?
Yeah.
So this one is a little bit different. It says from murder capital to vacation destination, exploring the new El Salvador. I don't know. We're gonna let a couple decades go by before we go fucking taking vacation in El Salvador. Says you know who lives there? Charlie, the man driving our boat, asked me as I jump into the deep blue water of Lake Cho.
You got to bring it up on the screen. Can't see it.
Oh, I didn't. Hold on a second.
Yeah, share screen, I guess is the right terminology. You have to share your screen with us so hard right now.
I don't like to share. All right, here we go. From murder capital to vacation destination, exploring the new El Salvador. You know who lives there? Charlie, the man driving our boat, asked me as I jump into the deep blue water of Lake Coatepeque in northwestern El Salvador. He points to a minimalist-style villa on the freshly mowed slopes of an island at the center of the lake. That's President Bukele's house. $8 million. $8 million. In any other Latin American country, people would talk about their leader's private wealth with scorn. But Charlie's tone is one of praise, excitement, even pride. It's a sentiment I encountered again and again while traveling through El Salvador, and for a good reason. Until recently, the country was known and feared as the murder capital of the planet Earth, with 1 in every 10,000 residents falling victim to homicide. Today, 4 years after Nayib Bukele assumed office, the number of annual killings dropped from 5,000 to just 495, a statistic that has earned him the lifelong gratitude of his constituents. I could finally go outside without worrying. A student from Universidad Don Bosco in Soyapango, previously the most dangerous suburb in the capital city of San Salvador, told me it still doesn't feel real. Born to a Muslim family that immigrated from Palestine, Bukele served as mayor of San Salvador before setting his eyes on the presidency. A dark horse candidate, his anti-establishment, anti-corruption agenda allowed him to score a surprise victory against El Salvador's entrenched elite. Many presidential candidates in Latin America promise to drain the swamp and put an end to the corruption, but keep their countries impoverished and oppressed, only to become a part of the establishment they vowed to tear down. Bukele, however you say Bukele, fuck it, that's how I'm saying it, is a rare example of a politician that not just kept his word, but managed to hold onto power while doing so. One of Bukele's top priorities was to hunt down El Salvador's biggest gangs, Mara Salvatrucha, MS-13, and 18th Street, which is an American gang, which earned money through prostitution, drug smuggling, human trafficking, and transporting aliens across the U.S.-Mexican border. The government's pursuit of the gangs resembled less of a crackdown than it does an all-out war. To this day, tens of thousands of heavily armed soldiers are regularly mobilized to besiege and infiltrate criminal strongholds. Drastic problems require drastic measures, and Bukele's was to arrest and imprison anybody who had even the slightest affiliation with the criminal underworld. As of 2023, more than 72,000 Salvadorians have been taken off the street and stuffed into the country's already overcrowded prisons. Bukele's policies on crime, while effective, come at a cost. While the state has managed to round up any dangerous offenders, it also detained a significant number of individuals who, after close examination, turned out to be completely innocent. Gabriela, a lifelong resident of San Salvador and tech entrepreneur I met at a Miami-esque beach party in the surfer town of El Tunco, told me how one day her private driver stopped answering his phone. After contacting his sister, she learned that he had been taken by the police while standing on the street drinking Pilsner, El Salvador's national beer, with former gang members. Accusing Bukele of human rights abuse, journalists and activists argue mass imprisonment won't solve El Salvador's problem, but only make them worse. His proponents beg to differ. By cleaning up the streets, the president is able to develop public works that will improve the country's economy and infrastructure, while highways and libraries can't justify the injustice suffered by Gabriela's driver. traveling through this new and improved and above all safer version of El Salvador is making him kind of agree with the average citizen that these are to an extent necessary sacrifices. I do not agree with everything Bukele does, was the standard response I kept hearing from people, but we are doing better than we were in the past, and that makes me feel hopeful about tomorrow. Where so many corruption-stricken Latin American countries live in an inescapable present, El Salvador is able to look towards the future. In addition to his war on crime, Bukele is best known for his embracement of cryptocurrency. Shortly after setting up shop in San Salvador's Casablanca, the 42-year-old leader surprised the world by investing a sizable portion of the government funding in Bitcoin. In hindsight, the decision wasn't all that surprising. The crypto craze was at an all-time high back then, and with Bitcoin's value on the rise, Bukele saw an opportunity and must have thought he was about to triple the country's coffers, even quadruple the amount of money he put in. Fortunately, his announcement came moments before the crash of STX and the federal investigation of its CEO, Sam Bankman-Fried. Events that set the crypto world on a downward spiral it has yet to escape from. While exact numbers are hard to come by, El Salvador is rumored to have lost upwards of $70 million. Well, that ain't that much, motherfucker. Like a whole country should see what our government does. They wipe their ass with $70 million every day of the week, every hour of every day. Our federal government probably spends like $70 million a minute for a fucking whole, like there's probably something crazy like that. 70 million ain't shit, but I guess to El Salvador it is. But that's great, man. I like the fact that I read about that the other day, how he's totally turned it around, and it sounds like the average citizen is thankful. It sucks, and hopefully they'll work through and get all the innocent people out of there, and what's the word I'm looking for? Reward them in some way. Try make it up to them for like, my bad, here's 10 G's or something like that, to kind of apologize for that. But it looks like there's a greater good that comes with that. And the people, they're probably tripping out, like, wow, I can, like the girl who goes to that university, I can actually walk down the street. 1 in 10,000 people gets murdered. 5,000 homicides a year. That makes fucking Chicago blush. That's crazy. That's, dude, 5,000 homicides a year. Holy shit. And to get it down to 459, that was definitely the gangs, like it is here in America. The main ones committing all these crazy ass crimes and shooting up these inner cities are fucking gangs. But I'm happy for the people of El Salvador, and maybe it'll work for us. Maybe it'll become a happier, more prosperous place, a safer place, and people won't want to leave and fucking come up here. But Bukele, great job, man. Keep it up. Way to change the face of El Salvador.
Yeah, well said. There is a lot of, I guess, things to unpack with that story, because that story is actually a positive story. I don't see any fuckery in it other than the fact that it is a place that had to get to where it's at now, with this with the leader, Bukele, and policies that he put in place. And reading this story shines a light on our reality and a lot of the reality globally. You look at certain places like Canada and Australia, Europe, so on and so forth, and you go, if he could do it, what's the problem here? I mean, of course,
Right.
I know the problem, but I'm just asking the question hypothetically, is what is the problem? I read something in there that said, they were saying, oh, there's another way. You don't have to, mass put people in prison or whatever. And as you were reading that, I'm like, yeah, you do.
Yep.
I mean, one of our problems here in this country is the fact that everything is being decriminalized. And if you look at the judges who are allowing it, a lot of these judges are being put in by the guy who looks like the fucking villain on Star Wars.
Yep.
Okay, he who shall not be named. And there's a whole background there I'm not going to get into. But my point is, this country is funding crime. And if you look at that story, you see how he was removing it, going from 5,000 to 495.
Bruh,
I mean, zero would be great, but that is close enough. That's close enough if you know about El
that's
Salvador.
pretty
Is like,
damn good. That is
yeah,
pretty damn good.
yeah, that's wow. It almost made me want to go. Shit, I want to go to El Salvador. I
Right.
don't, but I do, because this is a wake up call and a realization as to what's going on in this country and why we're not where they are,
Mhm.
so to speak. Because they were talking about the past leader and how this current leader was able to hold on to power, and I just started thinking about how much that man is probably in danger, because they obviously don't want that. They want a destabilized West. They don't want anyone thriving or no prosperity, because there's no control in that. If they are prosperous, if El Salvador is prosperous, they don't need no globalization efforts. They don't need handouts. They don't need help from UN or whatever, right? They don't need outside help. So they need a nation that is dependent, and they seem to be doing perfectly fine. But then you go, well, what about us? So now we got to start looking at the cancer in this country. And
Mhm.
so there was a lot of good things in that story, but just wow, man, I didn't know about it. This is my first time hearing about it, and it's just that's pretty wild to me, because we should not be shocked at people or places doing good, but because we see so much bad so often, that we have to stop and just kind of take a quick breath of fresh air, that is a possibility.
Yeah. Bruh, he brought the murder rate down by 10 times. That's crazy. 5,000 homicides. Holy shit. That is
They said
insane.
they said
For him to turn
4
around
years.
so quickly. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
quick, man.
So
That's very
that is
fast.
our president's term.
Yeah.
Is 4 years. So if that can happen in 4 years, and I'm sure it probably happened less, we're just looking at that fourth year. But if that can happen in 4 years, look at what our politicians have done in 3 years so
Yeah.
far.
Shit happens
It's
fast.
real fast.
Shit happens
So
fast. It does. And in both ways, good and bad. It
yeah,
can go really fast. Like he did cleaned up El Salvador very quickly, an entire country in 4 years. We could do the same here. Look again, yeah. Look at what they've undone in 3 years. So yeah, things can be changed very quickly. They need to be, and hopefully they will be, because headed on our current course, I shudder to think, think what life will be like politically, and most of all financially, and the the makeup of our country. We're flooding it with fighting age men. If your country is so terrible and that you're going to flee it, why are you here by yourself? Why would you leave your family back there to die or whatever? Why wouldn't you bring them with you to prosperity? Those motherfuckers, dude. I just saw a video today. The state of Texas put up a fence to keep illegals out, and the federal government sent what is it? A backhoe to lift the fence up so the people could come in. I
see,
don't understand.
I knew that Texas was like building a wall or something, but that I didn't know. And this should make you question as to why do they not want to protect the border, and
And why do
who
they
is
want
it
to
that
protect
doesn't want
everybody else's?
it? Exactly. Exactly. And it can only be people who are not American, because Americans say protect the border. So if you have an enormous, I mean, I'm talking about thousands or millions of people, because we know some people are brainwashed, so I'll discount them. But let's just say millions of people saying protect our borders. And the people that you didn't elect are saying, nah, we're not going to do that. How are you okay with that? There has to be some other agenda at play that's saying we're not going to do what you told us to do or what you want us to do. We're going to do what we want to do. And what they want to do is leave the borders wide open for invasion. That's the opposite of what Bukele is doing.
Bukele.
Okay. That's the complete opposite. So we have to, man, I'm not going to let this story die. I'm probably going to do something on the story because this is
Bro, he
crazy to
fucking,
me.
that dude probably travels in a fucking Pope boat. Watch this shit. Look at that.
Are you
Border
kidding
Patrol.
me right
That's loud as fuck. Look at that. The backhoe is propping the fence up so they can walk under it. Look, that's a soldier right there. National Guard. Border Patrol right here. Border Patrol over here. Why?
Whoever
I don't want
that
them.
is, Dave Ryder
Look at-
said, if you were intentionally trying to destroy the country, what would you be doing differently right now? And that is a great question because
Absolutely nothing.
that's what they're doing.
Look at
This
this.
is exactly what they're doing.
I don't want our Border Patrol turned into humanitarian aid. They are to repel these people.
Mhm.
Repel, not let them in. Look
Oh.
at this shit.
Don't forget that your tax dollars are going to that as
Look
well.
at this motherfucker. Look at this swole up. The fuck you in here for? Take your ass back home. We don't need no more fucking men here. We don't need none of you motherfuckers here. All of them, go. Look
They're
at
not
this
even going to
shit.
have a Mexico because if they're all coming here, who the hell is going to be there? Think
Look at this
about that.
One dude just got swept down the fucking river.
Insane, man. That is insane.
Fucking sane. And this is just one spot, one day, for one time. Look at this shit. Why
Maybe
would our
that's
federal
why-
government do that? Why would they do that?
Well, I mean, they don't work for us. That's why. But
Why would you? A state is trying to protect itself. Why would you do that?
Because they don't want them to. It's pretty much that simple. They're like, yeah, we want to keep people out, and they're like, no, we want people in though. You know what I mean? So we're gonna do what we want to do.
Eventually, all of these people are going to reach us. They're going to reach all of us.
Yeah, we're not far from it. I mean, we're in California.
Yeah, we're right there. I'm about 8 or 9 hours from the U.S.-Mexico border. Fucking pretty soon they're going to reach everywhere.
This is probably why El Salvador is clean now because they're all fucking left.
Yeah, El Salvador's like, hey, go that way.
Yeah,
Go north.
and they're like, all right. Now El Salvador is beautiful, and we look like
we look like El Salvador.
We look like a bat infestation in an Airbnb.
We're the Airbnb, and they're the fucking they're leaving the guano and shit everywhere. So I put the poll in there. That is crazy, man. I mean, yes, we know our federal government fucking hates us and they want to flood our country with foreigners and blah 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 blah. But to see that image, man, to see the image, you brought a fucking, and then who was on that backhoe? Who carried out that order? Who drove that thing to that fence and lifted it up, knowing that illegals are going to pour into our fucking country with a National Guard soldier right there? Who told that National Guard soldier not to do nothing? Who told those Border Patrol agents not to do nothing?
Man, I would say Biden himself, but he's so fucking stupid that he probably doesn't even know how to drive anymore. So maybe it was just Alejandro Mayorkas.
Because that's not Border Patrol, that's border assistance. You're helping them get over here. So who told them to do that? Who changed their directives? That's a fucking backhoe holding up a fence so illegals can come in. Holy shit.
When you say it, you just go, it's not funny, but it is funny. You know what I mean? It's like, it's one of those where you're just like, oh God, these fucking people, man.
I mean, that is some wild shit. To see it.
I'm gonna have to do a live soon. I think I'm gonna do a live next Tuesday or something on Instagram because there's a lot to talk about.
That is fucking wild. I can't. It's like one of the Kardashians. I can't even.
Yeah, I Literally right now. Okay, what's the fucking one? Chloe, I tried, but I can't right now.
I can't. CYANT.
See, KYANT. Can't.
I can't.
I can't because I can't spell. You know what I mean? Because I can't. I can't.
I
So I
can't
can't.
either.
So I can't.
I can't. So I can't. Because I can't. Ugh.
All right, you guys, don't forget to vote, because if you don't, we're gonna have another Joe Biden situation.
Yeah, the poll is in there. I already put the poll in. You guys see the poll that I put in you?
You put it in so hard.
I'll do it again.
You put it in like all the way hard.
I'll do it again. Boom, to the base. I'll give it to you to the bristle. There you go.
You know what I mean? To where it stops.
Okay. Unless you're dead, then don't.
Yeah, if you're dead, you can't vote. You know what I mean?
If you're dead, how'd you even get here? But anyway, don't vote.
If you're dead, it's because of Zhang Yu. That's why.
Zhang kill you all.
Yeah, Zhang Yu kill you, slice you up, and then go, I don't know what happened. You know? I just want experience. So I kill, I stab.
Zhang, I like to kill, so I do it.
Yeah.
I
did do it one time.
Nobody can stop me.
Zhang will not be stopped.
Zhang cannot be stopped or slowed down by anybody. Okay, so fuckery fails. We'll watch like what, about 3 minutes of this one?
Yeah, probably about 3:30.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah. This is vacation fails, you guys. Have we seen any good fails in a while?
This seems pretty good. People do dumb shit on vacation, so
they sure do.
They sure do. Dumbasses. All right, here we go. Fuckery fails. Vacation. Oh, this ain't good. Oh! That sounded like a shotgun.
Yeah, that would probably hurt.
That sounded like a fucking shotty. Oh. Tore your ass up, didn't it?
Yeah, that didn't work out how he thought it would.
Uh-oh. Damn, lawsuit.
Yeah.
Lawsuit. See ya. Dumbass. That Birkenstock is gone. Ooh, shit.
Yes, you got it.
No, you don't.
Oh,
Right.
oh that's too bad. Dude.
Don't listen to your homies. Oh! No, that hurt. Dumbass.
Almost.
Just keep pulling.
Ooh, girl, you almost kissed that rock.
How to mess that up is beyond me. I don't know how.
Poor kid.
Yeah, get her off.
She's not having a good time. Can't stop. Too late.
Final destination, man?
Yeah, that would really be fucked up vacation.
Yes.
Oh, that's what you get.
We needed that. We needed that.
She deserved that for the way her friend was talking. Yes,
you're such a queen right now. I can't.
Monkey. Nope, the monkey's getting fucked up as soon as you come in.
The monkey ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, I'm beating the shit out of that monkey as soon as you come in here. Oh, fire!
Hurry up, I only got 10 seconds.
Dude, somebody got shot. Oh, she already had too much. Damn. See ya, you lost your boat.
Yeah.
That was a weird shot. Don't see the comedy in that one. Oh, and working that upper body, kid.
Woo!
That wasn't the first time he choked on something.
Oh,
and I got that on video.
Damn. Lost his drink. Nope. Hold on again. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
that was worse. Oh.
The giraffe head in her sunroof. That's slobbering.
These people are so stupid that do
Hi,
this
buddy.
shit.
Oh my god, Mike.
Why would you let a wild animal in your fucking car? I don't
And
care
a
if it's
giraffe.
grass or not.
He took
A
your
giraffe will lift that whole
grass
damn
or
thing.
not. That shit is stupid.
Wow, they do that in the airport?
Fucking idiots. No, don't do that.
Oh, you okay, pup?
Oh, you're gonna lose that motherfucker in the water, you idiot.
Yeah, I've seen this one before.
You idiot. Bitch, you better go after it. Get in there. Hell no.
I hope he didn't spin that much.
Oh, dog. Girl, the proposal's off. The proposal is off.
She's drunk.
She is fucked up.
Stop the fuckery.
I love those. It's a fucking... Oh, hell no.
Oh, you're done.
You're dead. Oh, you idiot. Don't drop that wine, girl.
This one, the squirrel one.
There we go.
Squirrel ones, because squirrels one is small one. Okay.
Oh, he's peeing on me.
Oh no!
Dude, what? You're getting tossed.
Dang.
Don't let
Put it
some
in there,
animal piss on you. Dude, I'm fucking grabbing that monkey by the tail and that thing's going for a fucking ride. Bruh, you kidding me? You let that monkey piss on you? Yo, that monkey would be going on.
Yeah, she's like, oh no, he's peeing on me.
No, that
You're very
monkey's going on.
nonchalant about that.
That monkey's going on a fantastic voyage. That fucking monkey's gone.
Yeah. Have you ever flew before?
Hey, monkey, have you gotten your wings yet? Fucking
Have
find
you-
out.
Hey,
Brad.
monkey, are you a tosser? Oh, shit.
We're
Are
about
you
to
a
see if
tosser, bro?
we're gonna
Stop.
see if you can fly, Brev. Fuck that.
Oh, my
Yes.
goodness. Oh, God, that was a nice little break. I like how we go from fuckery stories to laughing because that is a great,
You
that's
need
a
it.
great segue. Yeah.
You need that. You need that respite. All right, so here we go.
I
Okay,
hope
so
you
now
got
we're
the
going
protein.
into Make Me Laugh. So we got 3 of these and then another poll. But don't be concerned with this poll because you guys are still voting on the last one, right? Right.
Right.
You guys are fucking good. Okay. Boop. Go.
Boop, beep.
Make Me Live. Honest Los Angeles tourism commercial. Let's go.
Looking for the perfect destination for your next vacation? Well, by all means, do not consider Los Angeles, California.
Damn right.
Sure, our beaches are nice, but say goodbye to having any fun there because we've literally outlawed every imaginable activity. There's lots of hiking, though, mostly from your car to the destination you're trying to reach because you literally have to park 3 miles away. But it's Los Angeles. You get to see the homes of all your favorite Hollywood celebrities. And with our beautiful fall foliage and miles of pristine, untouched rivers, it's no wonder Los Angeles has become one of the nation's top camping destinations. We also have a thriving art community with new installations popping up daily. And don't forget to stop by Venice Beach and take a deep breath of air that smells like hot garbage and marijuana.
Yeah.
Expect delays because our streets are routinely closed for marches and protests. We have lots of parks and recreational areas, although don't bother trying to have any normal fun there because someone's probably reserved the space for meditation or group yoga. And don't forget about our city's proud history. Drive the streets where the LA riots happened, or stroll the quaint Brentwood neighborhood where O.J. Simpson lived. Thinking about making a day trip to the mountains? Well, don't bother because they're probably on fire. We're known as the City of Angels, but with our insufferable celebrities and inexplicably selfish locals, there's an angel in this city, We sure haven't found them. And if we haven't had a major earthquake in a while, don't worry, because there's one coming soon. Los Angeles, California. Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, don't forget the homeless crazies that'll fucking stab you with a broken beer bottle.
Right.
Don't forget them.
Or anything they can find on the floor.
Dude, fuck LA.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
you
funny.
live there. Is there has to be parts, you know, that aren't completely fucked or taken over by the homeless, right?
Well, I don't know. I live in the county. I don't live like in LA.
Well, when you live in Northern California, it's all LA.
Nah, but where I'm at is none of that. I don't have homeless or nothing where I'm at. No crazies, no druggies.
Where
I
do
don't
you
live
live?
in the city? I live like about 20 minutes outside of LA, like where the city is, like the city.
Where, like Sherman Oaks or something?
No, I live in let me see, I'm trying to give you an idea of like what's a big
I don't know.
like I live between San Bernardino County and LA, in like LA, like, you know what I mean, like LA. So I'm like in between.
Yeah, San Bernardino County. You know, I remember seeing this on TV. You could fit the entire state of Indiana inside of San Bernardino County. It's the biggest county in the country. California is fucking huge. We got the biggest population. We have a third of the nation's homeless. Thank you very much.
So thanks to Gavin Newsom.
Thanks, Gavin, you fucker. And
yeah,
careful, don't fuck around and make him president, dummies. Don't do that shit.
Yeah, he's already going over to China and showing his his wrath upon the Chinese, mate. You know what I mean? Saying, hey, if you don't do what I'll tell you to do, all right, I'm gonna fucking take over this country, and then I'm gonna fucking take over your country. And then I don't know why I'm using that voice for Gavin Newsom. I should just speak how a demon talks, because that's him.
Yeah,
he's literally Satan incarnated. But he has single-handedly. Well, I mean, he's had help with like Kamala Harris. Don't forget she.
That's right,
in San
California.
Francisco. But he is one of them who have single-handedly destroyed California, and he's proud of it because he's literally boasting about what a wonderful job he's done.
Yeah, and he wants to bring it to the rest of the nation. He's not being selfish, you know, with his abilities. He does what he's done to California. He wants to do to you. And anybody, think of it this way: if you don't live in California, somebody saying that Gavin Newsom is doing a good job is just like somebody saying that Sloppy Joe's doing a good job. He's had a great presidency. The economy's booming. All that shit you hear, if they say that about Gavin Newsom, that's what it's like. There's no fucking way. California's gotten so much worse under Gavin Newsom. He is a piece of fucking vile, demonic, Satan-created piece of, like, hell, Hades-created piece of shit. He was forged in the fires of the underworld. He is a fucking piece of shit. And anybody who thinks he did a good job or thinks he should be president, they probably park in a blue parking spot and their bus was shorter than everybody else's. Because there's something wrong with your fucking brain if you think that dude is in any way okay.
Yeah, Gavin Newsom at night when you're asleep, he exits his body spiritually and he just drags souls to hell. That's pretty much what he does.
He works for Satan. He's Satan's private assistant. He like makes sure Satan makes all his appointments. He picks up his dry cleaning. Don't forget your wife's birthday. That's what Gavin Newsom fucking does. Gavin Newsom. Remember the movie Final Destination? How before something happened, there would be like this breeze that comes in the room. That's Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom is the breath of Satan. He's a fuck. Oh,
that's terrible.
I don't hate a lot of people. I don't, but I hate Gavin Newsom.
Yeah, I second that.
California is such a beautiful state. And when you're born, it's just like anywhere else. When you're born and raised there, you have roots there. That's where your people are. That's where your memories are. That's where your life is. You don't have to pick up and go, even though this dude is doing his best to turn into what El Salvador used to be. They're basically just fucking, he's taking them all in here. But man, they're if you doubt the power of idiots, you just wait until this election comes up because there are people who are going to gladly cast their vote for Gavin Newsom. Yep. And act like they don't have the ability to Google, hey, what's California like since he's in charge?
Yeah, they're gonna tell you. They're gonna tell you as someone who lives in California. Oh,
Yeah.
Newsom, he's nice. He's great.
The great
He's a
things
good
he's
guy.
done. Like, bro,
Yeah.
I've been here. I'm in California. Show me what he's fucking done. Just the fact that he came that close to a recall, the fact that we had to have one, shows you what a piece of shit he is.
I think he lost the recall. If we're being honest.
Hell yeah,
But
he did.
Powers
I talked
that
to Larry
be.
Elder. I talked to Larry Elder after that, man. That was bullshit.
Yeah.
That was straight up bullshit, man. And imagine what if you could be a Californian and get that close.
With a quickness, I voted for Larry Elder. I had a family member that was like, "Who are you voting for?" I was like, "Who do you think?"
Is that a question?
Yeah. I don't know. Barney? Like, no, genius.
What is that a question? Like, since you're related to me, how can I scrub your DNA out of my blood? Is there something I can take that makes us unrelated? Because you just fixed your face and you didn't burst into laughter after you said it. You just asked me, who am I voting for? Have you been here for 20 minutes? Who am I voting for?
Yeah.
How do we get our
Gas
blood
is
changed?
high. Gas is high. Economy. We have the highest taxes. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and vote for the guy that's continuing to destroy everything I love. Yeah. That's who I'm voting for.
Now that we're into November, Thanksgiving is coming up. How much is Thanksgiving going to cost this year?
Boy,
everything the turkey will be replaced by like 2 or 3 chickens, 2 or 3 whole chickens that are also too damn much. Dude, Thanksgiving? You got to save up for that like vacation now.
The whole
people got a damn Thanksgiving dinner jar that you've been filling up all year. Shit, man. Anyway, let's laugh, shall we? This one is Australians are always on vacation. Crikey.
Nobody spent time with us. Now we spend time. I take my kids all the time, everywhere. I took them to Australia. Anyone been to Australia before? You been to Australia? Are there any Aussies here? Aussies? Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. There they are. Are you Australian too? Oh my God, Australians. What's your name, Australian lady? What's your name? What is it? Lal? Hilal? You're an Australian Hilal? What? You're Australian-ish? Does that mean you're Lebanese? At least he went with Abdullah. What are you? You're Australian what? Oh, Turkish. So you're Turkish Australian. Yes or no? You lived in... Explain yourself. Why did you say yes to Australian? What? Born in Australia, and your parents are Turkish. So you're Australian. Throw your parents under the bus. They're Turkish, you're Australian. I love Australians. Anywhere I go, Australians are always celebrating, having a good time. They always do the Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. You know that one, right? And Australians always, I swear to God, like you guys are always all around the world, just on holiday all the time, right? Right? And in America, we call it vacation. You guys call it holiday. Holiday. It just sounds more fun and relax. Holiday. I'm on holiday. American, I'm on vacation. I got shit to do. Vacation. It's just more stressful. I'm on vacation. I gotta get in. I gotta get out. Vacation. I'm on holiday. It ends in a smile. It sounds so much better. You know why I realize you guys are so happy? Because you guys in Australia, they get 5 weeks for holiday. In America, we get 2 weeks. You got to work 2 years to earn 2 weeks. America's stressed out. I got to get in. I got to get out. I got to take a sick day to get there, a sick day to get back. Vacation. I'm on holiday. I'm going to go to California on holiday. Go see the world on holiday. Go to Dubai on holiday. I went to Australia. I took the kids, and the kids wanted to take surfing lessons. Yeah, I'm a modern day father. You know what I did? I took surfing lessons with them. Yeah, you know what I realized when I took surfing lessons? I'm too old to be taking surfing lessons. My favorite part of surfing was when you lay down on the surfboard and the water takes you. I go, I could do this shit all day. And the Australian surfing instructor, you gotta get up, mate. You gotta get up. I go, fuck you, you get up. I'm on holiday.
Crikey.
He's on holiday.
I'm on holiday, all right? Look at this sauce and then bigger.
That's pretty
Mike,
funny though, because that's true. They do.
yeah,
They
everybody
always
else
go,
gets holiday.
and how they talk is always up. They don't talk down. They talk up. I'm on holiday. I'm
Yeah,
hungry.
when I worked at TJ's, we get a gang of people, you know, especially during the summer, all the Europeans and shit. They're like, yeah, we have to take a holiday. We have to. The boss won't let us work. They send us home if we don't go on holiday. Like in America, you could fucking work all through your fucking vacation. You could let that shit stack up for years.
You take vacation to work.
Yeah, I worked with this dude. He had like 3 months worth of vacation saved up. Where I think he took off like a month. He just fucking did go to work. Paid. I was like, that's what, but he was, you know, bachelor, no kids, no nothing. So yeah, it's easy, man. If you're single like that, fuck, you put your head down. Next thing you know, you done stacked it like 3 months worth of fucking vacation. But yeah, he had a grip of it. I remember he took a month off. I was like, man, that was so cool. Just take off a fucking whole month paid like you're working. Shit.
I know. I mean, hopefully you're doing something productive within that time, though. Other than you're just like, you know, I'm on holiday, and you just.
But I mean,
chilling,
if you got a job to go back to like that,
yeah,
he's fucking. I'm sure. Yeah,
well, I don't know, man.
Some shit at the house, but
you might forget how to do it at that point. You're gonna be like, all right, what were we doing? Because I forgot everything.
Yeah,
I was on holiday.
I was on holiday, all right. Oh yeah, all right.
For like 3 months, I was on holiday. Yeah, I'm on 4 a.m. holiday for 3 months. Right?
Not even here. Not even here.
Not even here. No, I got
paid.
paid. I got paid for 3 months on holiday. Did nothing. Just sit here had like some Vegemite.
Oh, that shit. Fucking Vegemite. Ew. I was like, you guys feed your kids that shit? I wouldn't feed an animal fucking Vegemite. Ew. It looks like heroin.
Yeah.
Ew.
But they love it.
That. Oh, they sure do. Like we love PB&J.
Yeah, but only PB&J is good.
Yeah, PB&J is delicious. Vegemite tastes like a shit. And I thought it was going to be like sweet or something because like kids eat it. It's literally like PB&J is here. You have it on crackers or whatever the fuck. Kids love it in their lunch and all that. So I thought it was going to be sweet, even though it looks like black tar heroin. It looks like shit. But I thought it was going to be sweet. And it is not. It's called Vegemite because it tastes like fucking like a vegetable paste. That shit is gross. Ew. Yeah. I don't know. Fuck. I mean, maybe it came out of necessity and they were poor or something, but you're not poor anymore, Australia. It's fucking snap out of it. Damn, Vegemite. That shit is
It's vegetables and termite blended in a fucking paste.
Yeah. Yeah, we put veggies in there and termites. Like you should feed that to prisoners in Guantanamo Bay. But they sell that shit by the fucking jar. Ew. But this one is trips versus vacations. What's the difference, Mike Delamont?
Uh-oh. You got to bring it up.
Hold on. I thought I shared it. What the fuck?
I brought it up. I shared the screen. Nothing came on but Vegemite.
Shared it. I shared the screen there, mate. Turn around. Big old thing of Vegemite. Gross. All right. Here we go.
We went to Jamaica to celebrate our 5th. And if you have a chance to go to Jamaica, do. It's incredible. But we'd never taken a vacation before. And now I like to go on vacations, but I learned on this experience that my wife likes to take trips. And trips sound like vacations, but they're not. A trip is when you go and you see, let's go and see the, like, let's climb the, like, I don't want to do any of that. I want to go on a vacation. Like, I want to be in a pool, drunk as a skunk the whole time. Like, I want a pina colada in both hands, and I want to have been in the pool long enough to make the other tourists nervous. Like, Like I want them to be like, did he get out to pee today? And I did not. No, I did not. No, that's what chlorine is for. That's what chlorine is for.
Yeah, trips are different. My wife likes to take trips. She likes to go,
Right.
you know, down the coast or something for a day or two. Or one time we went to Cambria, you know, for a couple of days. She likes to do stuff like that. We were just in Los Gatos, California, near the Bay Area. And if you want to pass out from home prices, go ahead and look up real estate in Los Gatos. But it's really nice. High end, it's where all the tech people go, where they live, and a lot of old money up there. Los Gatos is super fucking nice. And there was a place called the Los Gatos Hotel. It's about 2 hours from here, 2.5 hours from here. And it's really nice. So I was going to plan a trip for us to go maybe for a couple nights for the weekend or something to go to Los Gatos. Yeah, women love trips. If you got a chance, if you're able to, take a trip, you know, with your lady. It'll all work out for you in the end. You're really doing this for yourself. It's a great investment. Take her somewhere. Book a decent hotel. If you can make it a nice one, do that. But, you know, book a decent hotel. Have, you know, some loose plans. Like maybe make it. Here's what you got to do. Find a nice little place, a nice town where you can walk around and go to shops and shit. Book a decent hotel and make dinner reservations. That's all you got to do. Because you put time and effort into it. You plan something. You're away. She's gonna feel like, well, I feel like I gotta give him something. Next thing you know, well, it's all gravy. You're gonna win in the end. Definitely take trips. Women love them.
Yeah, you pretty much just spoiled my my upcoming 2 weeks, I believe. That's pretty much what I'm gonna be doing.
Great idea.
Same thing. And I don't know if I can call it a trip or a vacation. I think it's more so like a trip, because I feel like vacation, and this could just be me talking and my ideology behind it, but I feel like vacation is getting away. Like,
Yeah.
being away. Like, if I want to go on vacation, I want to be away from what I know, or away from where I'm at. A trip, a trip could be, like you said, it could be a trip up the coast. It could be a trip to, from, if you're in like kind of where I am, from like LA to like Laguna Beach,
Mhm.
you know, and you're not actually, you're away, but you're not away, if that makes sense. So for me, I feel like it would probably be more of a trip, and then we're gonna have like a nice our own nice little modern home that we're getting.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're gonna have like dinners and stuff. It's gonna be nice. So that is going to be coming soon, and it feels very much needed, because I've been working my ass off for the past ever since I've been alive. So
Yeah, man, that's gonna be nice. That's gonna be great.
Yeah.
And once you're driving and you get out of the familiar surroundings you always see, like once you get it to things that aren't so familiar, that's when it'll feel like, I'm away. It feels good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great, man. I'm happy for you. I'm like I said, I'm gonna plan that trip to the Los Gatos Hotel soon. And then it's the area around it too. You can just walk. There's shops. There's restaurants. We found this bomb ass Chinese restaurant there. Like, it's really fucking nice in Los Gatos. You even got
I'll have to Google it.
like 5 minutes away. There's like downtown, and they got your shops. You can maybe hit Trader Joe's, get some snacks from the hotel or something. It's really fucking nice. But there's plenty of stuff to shopping and within walking distance. And it's a really nice town. You ain't no fucking homeless people. They don't play that shit. I'm sure the median home price there is probably $1 million. Like, Los Gatos is fucking nice, but the prices are reasonable for hotels and shit. So don't let that scare you. If you can, book a little trip somewhere. And everywhere has a little town like that, like a nice little fucking town that's cool to walk around and shit. It's fall, so now she's gonna order something with pumpkin spice in it, hold it with both hands like this. Fucking take advantage of that. Use it to your advantage.
Right.
Let it work for you. So, speaking of working, you guys got some work to do.
Oh, that's all of them, huh? We're on to our poll right now.
Yeah, but I got to vote first before I put the poll up.
Yeah, no, I got to vote too, because we vote earlier.
That's how we got it. We vote for you guys.
This is actually kind of tough.
We got mail-in ballots. All right, here we go. Put chat in the Chizat. It is the second poll. Hopefully, you guys voted on the first poll because it is now closed. The first.
Hello.
Closed.
Don't really like me to vote. You want me to vote with some Vegemite?
Do it.
Don't do it, mate. You voted Vegemite.
Fucking Vegemite.
Ugh. My mouth hurts just thinking about what it tastes
That
like.
shit is fucking gross. It's disgusting. It's not like, oh, it's an acquired taste. It's not sweet at all. It's fucking gross.
But it's also what do they say? They say it's like it's healthy, like it has a bunch of
what the fuck? Who the hell is gonna bite into a Vegemite sandwich? Except for men at work. Ooh, that's a deep cut right there.
Right. Well, for a Vegemite sandwich, right?
A Vegemite sandwich.
With a Vegemite sandwich.
Comes from the land down under.
Yeah. How under do you have to be? Is that like hell? Do they have veggie?
Yeah.
They serve Vegemite sandwiches in hell, mate.
That's why they call it down under.
Yeah,
They're right near Satan's asshole, mate. That's the only place you can get. That's the only place you can get Vegemite from.
Yeah, literally, mate. I mean, Satan took his shit, and we said, you know what, we'll try it, and then we came up with Vegemite.
Saved it. Satan took a shit, so we saved it. We saved it. We call it Vegemite.
Now it's fucking
sure
delicious,
do.
mate.
You sure do, because that shit is fucking boo boo.
Literally, or literally ate a boo boo Vegemite.
Yeah, you'd be if you turned around and someone replaced your Vegemite sandwich with a shit sandwich, you couldn't tell the difference.
That's fucking disgusting.
You can't tell the difference.
Don't do that.
You're like, oh, is this my Vegemite sandwich, or did someone replace it with a cat shit sandwich?
Yeah, either way, it's good for your health, mate.
Bro.
It's fucking delicious, mate. You know what I mean?
Like, dude, you're killing me. I couldn't believe it. I was gonna try it, and yet he brought a jar of it, and I was like, oh man, what the?
Get this shit out of my life.
Ew, man, what the fuck?
Oh boy.
What the fuck is this? I was like, hell no, dog. You got crazy. Don't ever bring this shit to me.
Isn't it the best thing you've ever had in your life, mate?
Never.
Fuck no.
Never. I've eaten
Absolutely
things
not.
1,000 times better than that.
Are you guys voting? Are you voting, mate?
Yes, you guys get your fucking vote on. And while you're voting, listen to this. Make sure you guys check out my other channel, Green's House, where I do interviews. And I post new ones every Monday. This past Monday, I posted one. It was a friend of mine named Nate, and he told the story of how he survived a mountain lion attack when he was 12 years old. That shit is crazy as hell. So make sure you guys check it out. Because what a story. That's the first person I've ever met who actually survived a mountain lion attack. We've all seen the stories on TV and shit, but to actually know somebody's pretty crazy. But it's a great story. And it's, we start like the morning of, them getting ready and doing what they were doing. And then, of course, the attack itself, but then also immediately after going to the hospital, his parents driving him there, and then the recovery and the surgeries and all kinds of shit that he had to go through after being attacked. So it's pretty good interview. Make sure you check it out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so make sure you guys do that. And let's I guess we can do the results from the first poll.
Yeah. We'll start closing it out. Also, we have 297 subscribers, so we are 3 away from 300. Okay?
Let's get to 300 tonight.
3 is my favorite number, so make that happen. And that'll make me very happy right now. Okay, I'm ready for the results. That'll make me so happy right now.
All right, here we go. Okay, there we go. Ew, gross. Get that out of there.
So gross right now.
Okay, which vacation story had the most fuckery in it? Well, it looks like the bottom three are murder capital to vacation destination, horror movie vacations, and the Yosemite squatter. All three of those failed. But it looks like the second one is the family charge. And then number one, by far, is the damn Airbnb or Airbnb, where the Airbnb was infested with flying rodents.
Airbnb, yo, that's hilarious. So, like, yeah, is this Airbnb? Yeah, we were wondering how many bats do you have in your establishment?
Yeah. Oh, how many would you like, sir?
Yeah,
We have hundreds of bats or thousands of bats. Ooh, give me thousands.
yeah. Ooh, say it again. Say it again, Daddy. Say 1,000 bats.
However
Does
many
this
it
one come
takes
with
to like fucking fly in my hair and bite me. Oh, that'll be simple. That'll be so easy.
It'd be so easy, though, madam.
Cool, madam, whoever. 2023.
You can be whatever you like.
So species. I'll call you species.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I voted for the obvious one, which was Airbnb.
Actually, I voted for the murder family. Jeez.
Family charge? Yeah.
Yeah, that one was like, somebody died, so that's ultimate fuckery.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, but
That's
I've never heard of a story of just getting it just from start to finish. It was like
The worst
Why are we
Airbnb
here?
experience of your fucking life.
Yeah.
Well, no, the
Insane.
first 3 nights, remember, the first 3 nights were cool, and then the faithful
bat
night.
urine and guano.
Perfect, dude. Nice combo.
Dude, I can actually picture like some surfer guys making a taco stand called Guano, you know?
Yeah.
Like fucking
Let's go to
dude, hey, right
Guano's.
after you go and you hit a wave, dude, just fucking come to Guano, dude.
Bro,
Come
dude,
get
you come out of the
y'all.
ocean, dude, you hit a tasty wave, go to the beach, dude, and get a tasty taco at Guano's.
Yeah, yeah. Guano. What does guano mean? I don't know, but
I
it's
don't
the
know, dude.
shit, dude. It's
like
literally
say it,
the
though.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
it's
ask for guano
guano.
sauce on your taco, dude. Like, yeah, can I get guano sauce?
Fucking
Sure.
dude. You're like, what color? What color is it? Is it the red one? No, it's gonna be the green one for sure.
Yeah, dude, ask for guano sauce, dude. They'll like squirt it all over there. It's so delish, dude. And then you can get like guano dip. Like they'll give you chips, bro, and you get guano.
Guano. Guano dip. Ugh.
Dude, so
Yikes.
good, dude. Love the guano dip, dude.
That is just too bad, man.
It's
Fucking
fucking
guano
so delish, dude.
Yeah, we're gonna start making our own merchandise too, dude. We're gonna have fucking guano mugs, guano, dude. We might even have like you can probably buy it at like Ralph's, dude, if you want to get some guano sauce in like a jar, dude. Even
Dude.
guano jelly, it's fucking awesome,
Dude, you know what I want, dude? I want a guano hot, dude. I want a guano hot.
A guano, dude.
I want a guano hot, dude, for my head.
It's just gonna say guanos on it, dude, but it's gonna say guanos so rad, dude. You know what I mean?
It's a fucking high pitch.
Oh
yeah.
shit. Okay.
Dang,
All right. Are we
dang,
ready for
yeah.
our next poll? There were no winners on that one because
No wieners.
obvious reasons.
No wieners.
I'm on all of that.
All right. So which vacation skit made you laugh the most? Honest Los Angeles tourism, trips versus vacays, or Amanolidai? So it looks like Amanolidai came in third place. Trips and vacays came in second place, but with the same amount of votes because it's a tie. First place, we have Honest Los Angeles tourism. And I voted for trips and vacay.
Yeah, this one was tough. I actually voted for Honest Los Angeles tourism, but probably because I mean, it's very accurate.
Extremely.
Yeah, and I'm actually here, like, LA County, so it's like, there's that.
This fucking
It's close
shit
to
keep
home.
popping up. It's fucking disgusting.
Am I gay test?
Dude, am I gay or no?
Yeah.
Well, I think you
Am I-
know. How do you feel
am I-
about dicks?
Am I guano gay or what?
Dude, it's pretty easy for a guy to figure out if he's gay.
Right?
If
You're
you
I'm
like
not
dicks,
sure,
if
dude.
you like dicks, you're gay.
I've never had one, dude, but
Don't need to bite that donut to know it's sweet.
yeah.
Thank you.
I've never
Thank
had
you.
one, but like I'll try, dude. You know
No,
what I mean?
I don't
Like,
think I want one, dude. Those look disgusting, bro.
I'm adventurous, dude. You know what I mean? Like,
You know what I mean? I'll eat anything, bro.
yeah, fucking
Dude, hot
guano dick,
Cheetos, ghost chili chip, a dick. I'll eat
Yeah.
anything, dude.
Ghost pepper,
You're
dude.
you're a little too adventurous, dog.
Yeah. Well, hey, fucking, you only live once, dude, or twice, if you're into that kind of thing.
Dude, if I live 10 times, dude, I'm not eating that fucking cock, bro. Gross.
You ever had Italian sausage with guano sauce, dude?
You haven't lived, dog.
Yeah. You haven't died
lived,
either, but
dog.
like you definitely have you ever had guano sauce with Vegemite, dude? Vegemite
Dude,
with guano sauce.
You're gonna fucking yak, bro. You're gonna yak everywhere you eat that, bro.
Oh
like-
shit. This
It's
is
like
funny.
Epicac, dude. Gross.
Oh, that
Make you
is
fucking
amazing.
Yeah.
Oh God, let me
Right.
get myself together again. All right, so this was
Right.
this was fun. This was entertaining.
Yes, vacations were a very good one. Like,
Oh.
I like it a lot.
So yeah, so I guess quick announcements. I will be on holiday on the
Sure.
16th, but that's our next show. So Jericho
Mhm.
will be hosting the show with somebody else. I'm not gonna disclose who it may or may not be, but you may or may not have seen them on our show so
see.
far. So
Mhm.
yeah, just stay tuned, and we're gonna start putting up the topics with the guests and all that stuff in the community tab so that you guys can know beforehand what we're doing, who's going to be on. You guys can click on the waiting list, all that stuff for to get notifications. We're going to be doing other stuff as well. I'm going to start putting together some shorts from the show. A lot of stuff. Eventually, we'll start having our merchandise as well, like Jungle Dang and so be excited. Be excited for all the stuff. We're just getting started right now, so I think this was good. We finally got everything together on the channel. So yeah, things are looking good to me, and I'm excited for what we have coming soon.
Yeah, so happy that we finally got it figured out, worked out, and got it on the actual channel, our channel, the channel. So yeah, this is great. This is the beginning. You guys mark the date. You guys are the ground floor of something great. So yeah, man, I'm excited. And who will it be? Who will be my co-host next week? You got to be here to find out. And if you haven't already, make sure you sub because we're still only 3 away. I'm going to post some shit, try to get those 3 subs in there tonight, hit 300. So yeah, man, it's going to be great. Who will it be next week? You'll have to see. Make sure you check out the other channel, Green's House. Check out those great interviews, Dean Kane, Eric July. Like I said, my friend Nate, who survived a mountain lion attack when he was 12. And I keep these no more than like an hour and 30 minutes because I want them to be nice little chunks, enough time to get a good interview in, but not like, 2-3 hours, super long. I want people to see it and want to, listen to it. When it's something a little more long form, like what we do here, that's one thing, but the interviews, I want to keep them nice and tight. So check it out. Appreciate it. And I'll see you mother flowers in 2 weeks, not GION. He's going to be on a trip.
Yeah, we'll be on all of that.
He's going to be in all of that. So we'll see him in 2 weeks after
2
that,
weeks after
on the
that.
30th. We'll see him on the 30th. So if nothing else, GION, we're about to be about this bitch. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, tell everybody you know, tell people you don't know. Get the fuck over there and check out Stop the Fuckery. I'm Jericho, he's GION, and we're both out.